to the next spot on the card, 1 p.m. Eastern. Kansas City Chiefs 3-3, 2-1 on the road. The Tennessee Titans 4-2, 2-1 at home. Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. We will start with the cash flow here, or the market. Kansas City opening up as 4.5-point favorites at -105. It's 5.5 at the other books. The dodgy books have even moved it to 6. So it's 4.5 at Pinnacle, but it's moved 13 cents. So it's 4.5 at -118. This total sitting here at 49 was initially juiced to the over, now juiced to the under. From a cash flow perspective, 5,081 tickets here. And they say with 85% confidence, the Titans will go down to 5. So the Chiefs will go down from 5.5 to 5, and we're seeing that right now. 38% of tickets are on the Titans, 57% of cash on the Titans. So big bets coming in on the Titans. And then 76% of tickets are on the over. So we'll start with these Chiefs. Ray Charles says, I like the over. Chiefs coming off a big 31-13 win at Washington, down 13-10 at the half. Mahomes had already thrown 2 interceptions, thrown 8 picks on the season. Kansas City's now committed an NFL worst 14 turnovers this year. But he turned it around in the second half. Chiefs outscored Washington 21-0. He goes 32 of 47 for 397 yards, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions. Kelsey looks strong, 8 catches, 99 yards. Tyreek Hill, 9 catches, 76 yards, 1 touchdown. Darrell Williams looked good in replacing Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Chris Jones and Travarius Ward, both inactive, both listed as questionable to go this week. But the Chiefs' defense that we've talked despairingly about held an opponent under 29 points for the first time this season. They forced a fumble, picked off Heineke. Washington finished with just 276 yards of offense and its lowest point total of the season. Tight end Jody Fortson was carted off in the third quarter with a torn left Achilles, done for the year. Linebacker Anthony Hitchens injured his right elbow on a hit in the second quarter. He's set to have an MRI today. He had been dealing with a knee injury. So he had been dealing with a knee injury. Now he's got an elbow injury. And left guard Joe Thuney played a second consecutive game with a broken right hand. He's handling that very well. Titans coming off a short week after their big 34-31 win at Buffalo last night. Tannehill, 18 for 29, 216 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick. A.J. Brown, 7 catches for 91 yards. After missing 2 straight games with a hamstring injury, Julio Jones caught 3 passes for 59 yards. And then we're not sure if he tweaked his hamstring or if it's injured again. They've been pretty mum on it, but he was pulled from the game. Derrick Henry was just a bull. 20 carries for 143 yards, 3 touchdowns. Topped 100 yards for the 5th straight game. That's the longest streak in the NFL since DeMarco Murray ran 8 straight for 2014 for Dallas. He now has 11 touchdowns of 50 yards or longer. That's tying Chris Jones for 4th most in NFL history. So that's behind Adrian Peterson with 16, Barry Sanders 15, Jim Brown of 12. I mean, he's just phenomenal Hall of Famer. They put up 34 points against a defense that was allowing an average of 12.8 a game. Kevin Byard had a pick, and as a team, they had 3 sacks, 8 quarterback hits. But, and there's a big but here, they have to deal with some injuries. Taylor Lewin, carted from the field, in concussion protocol. First-round pick, Caleb Farley, rookie cornerback, helped off the field with an injured left knee. He's on IR. Cornerback Chris Jackson injured his foot. Receiver Cameron Batson tore his right ACL, and he's done for the year. Bebsie, can the Titans carry on this momentum? Are they in trouble here after that giant win?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a stay-away game for that reason alone. Combination of the Chiefs struggling to cover, which doesn't give you a ton of faith in them, but the Titans coming off that win, Derrick Henry just having a monster game. And look, Titans just beat, I think, the best team in football right now. Their record doesn't show it, but I do believe Buffalo is the best, most balanced team in football. And look, they gambled at the end of that game. That could have gone very differently. It could have been just as easily been a Buffalo win. So I just think coming off an emotional game like that, Derrick Henry has a monster game. If Julio is injured again, that hurts. But, having A.J. Brown back is big. I can't back them after a big win like that as much as I want to. And I understand why this line is moving down. It should. I think it was too much to give the Chiefs out the gates. A bit of recency bias there, coming back and beating up on Washington in the second half does not put you back in the conversation as one of the best teams in football. The Chiefs got a lot of things to clean up. I can't have a ton of faith in Tennessee coming off that big Monday nighter.
Very interesting stuff coming from the chat as well. Brady says, KC getting their D injuries back for this one. They need them. Chris Jones and Travarius Ward. They're still questionable at this point. We don't know. He says, I want to take KC, but I don't think I can. But that was a huge win for the Titans. Should be a really bad spot for them. Trusty says, season-writing win for KC. We'd love to say a season-defining win, Tennessee. This is a letdown spot for the Titans for me. Whack Prescott says, Scamahill takes the L. And Viper says, Henry can't be stopped. Mike Maloney says, all day on KC Titans. Brady says, KC does know how to defend this Titans team. Damn, I don't want to talk myself into betting KC. I think I like the under here. Ray Charles going to take the over at 58.5 to get plus 115 on it. Gerald Jones created KC at -4. Only bet the plus as KC defense is horrible versus the run. I don't know really what to do here, but I do think it's a tough spot for the Titans on a short week after that very impressive victory. I think it's tough that the Chiefs are coming to town, but I'm hesitant to make a move.
It's a tough spot too, and you've also it wasn't that long ago that Tennessee was dominating the Chiefs in the playoffs, and the Chiefs came back and scored 1 billion points in 2 minutes. And I think that still lives in the back of the mind of a lot of these Tennessee players. And I don't mean in a motivational way. I mean in oh, fuck, they could do this to us at any time. And I don't think it benefits the Titans. If you put a gun to my head, I would wait for this line to move down and take the Chiefs. But it's a stay away game for me. I really hate betting both of these teams, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'd be very curious to see what this market ends up doing. Again, we have 38% of tickets, 57% of cash on the spread on the Titans, and 76% of tickets on the over at this point. Okay, so no move from either Bebsie or I here on Chiefs Titans. I'll say I would guess Mahomes has a very good day. Hill has been down. Kelsey seems due for a monster. Arthur Meade Jr. like in Kansas City first half. AB's on Tennessee team total over 25.5. And Al Cervix using a Broncos Titan teaser. And we move on. Ray Charles saying this is a big game for both teams. There will be points, bad defenses.